Semua, say ye boxing, say athletics, say ye football, ye handball, whatever it is, be as a banner good you a very sensitive issues. Akoma any DHC. Mimiti way. See your football na me support a team beer. Me de me ring na kwhyem se me team ni Lucia me team so sa just it me hyem am emu a palpitation a menya enti etoda me nhwe me de mani me yimani to nche ebo wi ana fe me kwakọ o na call science ne me team na sede ha na me jubilate ayakoma mu asem o abusiafo me nyi se unua bi anasa odofo bi ko broken heart e bitimi ko court sede team wo team Lucia eye wo no enti ene we are so honored say yenya Honorable Kofi Idi Adams on a Minister for Sports and Recreation on also ene emrasha bedwani a wo buem constituency enti honorable had come home na yenyina ye mo enkomo no honorable mo wache mo watena se
ya mini aba mejodo ichia wetie for ni ahwefo
ajofo nyina haje wo so ye da se pass na wa beka ye ho na obi beka se ever since I will be minister media and any day come in we share will show you so enti mama you see the opportunity na me ma wotiri nkwa money wajuma panso awobo
make say me tell that say now program no I think one of the best money show programs ye tun safra na say enye maybe apom hu 70 a want to member you would want to appear and madam was ewonia moye because mo boa ama Ghana mi ahia mi awo say ye ka ho asem no anopa bia no mutumi pick a very relevant topic ne personalities omoye den omoba bedi hu nkomo so I congratulate you too.
Oh, thank you so much. Mika we be say Ministerial we dey agudie e won sem think be zoom in straight but before no anano na bridge kese bi bo my Ghana na ye share ye mame a wenya ne baby kwa wo be abusua ne pa enti mintimi ene won shirt sports ase mame ne wo enhyase in free kwan a wo fa so eti news no say former first lady her excellency Nana Konedu Ajimai Rawlings okufa so free mo na wo parliament na ujuma wudi na wudi bi na breaking news in a trail
na be 2 weeks to the incident na nkomodi a ekoso ewo ebusuanum ene adofo a yenim ye ho about ye papa ne 5th anniversary. Okay. Because in next month by the 12th of November, no, His Excellency late Jerry John Rawlings, no, 5 years, say Yankupon etunsa friend. So we were planning Ishishia ebeye any ekwan a yebe faso ama nia adwin say yebeye no ebe koso yie and an activity was designed in relation to meme sector sports. So now ye ka ho asem ye ho contribution. So on Wednesday mene Dr. Zanet Okraye then HRT na me ni o me tukwan ewo abrochiri. So the next day Thursday before midday because you were ahead of Ghana by 3 hours.
Okay.
So yen going into afternoon na Ghana and not still no more anopa. So as I saw a few calls from some persons irregular. Na your program biasi. So I went out and called Nipa Namfa. So I got back into the program. Later na me message you say something strange is happening at Ridge. Can I confirm? And he say any message back to say what is strange. But now me say nipa no person obeka obebody so he thought say I'm already aware. So no, I'm not in Ghana and he then ekoso so say na ono what said what this can be this is not true. So like I said so I continued to do my program say because nipa no medical pictures of her the previous day wakwe ye So how can that be? But I have not heard. Meaning, Dr. Zaneto, HRT, the previous one, Bibi said, "Oh, Madam Yarea na Bibisa." Unfortunately, it was confirmed, and I sat in my chair for close to like 5 minutes without even any movement.
Oh,
because this was the last news. Now you expect to say, yeah, Betty, around this period, yeah, planning. President Rawlings in the 5 years anniversary. So I said, but why? But as it is, you see, Yankupon na kai say the people I love, one me don't want me mfa hona bra omubeko so much or brenum. Exactly. I will just take them when they least expected, when they are still strong, without them going through some pain. That's another way. So the way are impacting Ghana and beyond. Obi pages na bibi yenchro bibia ewo so ma ochro imiama ene ababe reference point. Nana Konido ababe the reference point of what a first lady should do and can do for a country. Before her, no, now you share that any example anywhere. You better say, "Obi ye ntia or no so ye then." So obey.
Rather no mumbe ye.
New pages are BBA ni ho throw a lot of things. You can say ye beka. Nasema, me sure say you benya Adekye ka sports but I can only say God just took her and didn't want her to go through any pain of long sickness. And we thank God say ordinary chair and she did what she did. And he ne kra ne de Nyankopon ye den onfa ne sie dan so nia obeye ye no enye her memory should live with us. So that we do near Ojina ho edema.
Ye ka de Ojina ho no eme said we see benye busua ne pa for emre tintini wo be bone tofa say e de ba de pa na de be kai no.
Well, Mrs. Rawlings had so many pages. I want to say Ubeti ebinuma omo oh yesronu. There may be reasons why maybe usronu. One of it basically should be her principal nature.
Entine mo disronu no.
Entine ma bebre na edisronu. Because we will be like we say when in nantie no ebeye din amam. So you need to always make sure say ube check it, because one check ube check. That was the person that ube look, you will see some changes in your life necessarily.
I see. That is the impact of Obenya
also. Obenya impact also. And me who said no around. A ma bebre and a lot of men even, including myself, now me mates HM almost feel say almost voice now they are doubting say is this the person we've known before? Because now omuni me say minta mpe kasa, especially public this, but Mrs. Rawlings turned me round, say what I have in me too big to be kept in. I should be in Brabonting. And she has been a major encourager to many.
Wow.
Yem party NDC. And we would not have anything NDC but for also the support any Nishishia or the two form. Because no political party will succeed without the backing of women and youth.
Yes.
We need the support of a man, any youth, forget it. You can't exist. Even a Busian in fee. Look, when the woman is not around,
na nema ye basa. Oba ne bapa no put nema in place. It is a what can you kunukra success story a untimi nkan yin e yire
Of course. President Rawlings was that towering leader. But onuna oshishe enyaman kitinkiti a ehia it is a block you dey sit down we say block no eye kese you hu block no easily nanso nya emma block no ejina ye no eye mortar kitinkiti a ye dey shishe between the blocks. So Mrs. Rawlings was more like the mortar na ye dey soup blocks no ma ye nya solid walls.
Wow.
She took care of the little things yentamfa yeni nyeden enkoso to make that block stand solid.
I say obi beka say na wo try dey e wa Ministerial college e den na wutimi e connected with them na wo try ne baby ade ana na
time ana me try dey na me political activist even from the time ana me were university so we had that engagement, constant engagement. And American, also she was an activist first lady.
Oh.
So they be otako out to the communities, not bigger communities, a bit smaller communities. And Emma yebinumu akwenya ma yitumi then interface with her. So through or no, and maybe closer to even President Rawlings. Even though me can share President Rawlings much earlier.
But now I'm beno.
Now I'm beno.
See, I'm the years on the beno.
Exactly.
Hey.
Now, well, that story we have to tell it later because not President Rawlings per se mitro book manchro. I was thinking about writing after some years of his passing. Whilst Mrs. Rawlings was still alive, manchro onusuye then. But we leave some of the things so that ye try your memoirs are na ye dey shame.
Okay, Mate, free way there Mayembra yet sports. Ghana for ye war and as man for ye Ghana has say bano agudie mu nsem a eda yakoma so ye pa. Na bano ministry honum so a very sensitive. Meka say wo ba ye anase ye wo so afo no wunyen do 10 months. Abayin ba eyimu de almost 10 months any but ye no wundu sa.
That's true.
Coin bear so na ufa manage such a sensitive place in shada entity, scandal be net or saying.
Well, ni edi kaino say ye da nyankopon ase no na medenda say a etoso mienu e de bema ye mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Oka say or resetting Yamanu or no very clear. And he spoke to every sector. During the campaigns and after victory, he remained constantly or kaye about Nientia or ye Nigerian say or Bas Ababeye Mampini. Now we Nejuma. Any okase or reset here what it means. And for many of us, oma yehu ni owo say ye. Coupled with the fact say me anka sanso at least handling nipa hu ejuma no maye no bebre from school days after school maye party hu ejuma branch chairman constituency youth organizer constituency secretary regional youth organizer deputy national youth organizer deputy general secretary national organizer campaign coordinator spokesperson of former president Rawlings enti nipa hu adwuma no maye hu bebre. I have seen so much ebi wo ho a obehu clear bare face ntro obi beba beka na utie onu nkoa ne dia obedwen say eye nokre wan hwe ni yiye na wo de koye adwuma na we proud will be seriously and now wakwakoye boni anka and say we. So I've had all these encounters. So going into that ministerial, you say very sensitive. Ministerial, and opabia virtually every platform. including with platform yi omo beka sports ho asem kakra
okay
ewia ebinum so besa aka kakra enyumre no omo asaka enti one hwe ni ya be 1,000 platforms in the morning, another about 500 and another 500 in the evening. So we were sector ye sheda eka ho asem in any other sector. Economy cry and discuss economy sir. You need economy segment on every platform anopa.
Okay.
But you was sports segment every platform. You need segment bia for agric anopa bia. Even galamsey cry high. You need segment bia for galamsey. Proyane katasishia high. You need segment bia hosa. But sports there was segments anopa. In the afternoon and in the evening.
In the evening.
Ya share that feed ya TT stations be a the whole day sports on.
So clearly you could see the passion, the source of entertainment, a form of unifier and all that.
Exactly. Bisa wo say enti adenti na nkofo be establish radio ni TV stations a time anyhow just 24 hours na yen nyina won be dedicate a certain time for that subject because omunim say ehinya nipa. So ye de wo koto ho a o say omu say weduma wo ye no nkofo bebre ye den hwe omu etie. So you need to be watchful. Yes, wetumi aye watchful though nanso ye wo abonifo bi so a ebi wo ho a omu bata wo hu ebi wo ho so a omu so o me hyeda aka nsema eni hokra. Because, and may I live with also biblical principle and our religious principles. Yesu Christo kura ono baye. Ye kwanya yefa so ewu a obaye a o sankrofo yare o bua nipa o ye nia o ye ni na nkrofo tumi efri mi nsemi efa no ho a enye no kura o mko kan ya ama. Ye fa no a ekobonu aso India so. But Osan said, San Eyen Shishia or say Ebanu, or San so sorry on the third day, and today he's a savior. Meaning, say, no matter nya obey wajin say, we are here, Papa, no obey young crofo, or mobe can be beer, any hokrano, obey you say, ni san eti. So I sometimes also prepare for those things, especially knowing, say, the video I will carry, you know, sports. Akuma ho sem emotions. But me aka say more than 80% of emotions. A very little percent na maybe ye analyze here, maybe ye the upper faculty no ye then analyze it. Maybe na akuma. So you must sometimes not be too worried. So just find a way of managing the emotions and the upper faculty combination now with their share nipanoso to satisfy their emotional needs and trauma issues and also the advancement of the sector now their share onsa. Now one thing the president made very clear any the issues of accountability and transparency because nkuntabuo ni pepper you are maybe ye perceive say any in the area of sports no nkrofo gidie ewo sports ene odo a wo say omode mano na nka bafom. So one of the things we needed to do and he say ye be man okre no adedi amobi ehun say oh say na ade enete say na ade enete ni aye titi say say no knowing say entisa ni aye titi etisa no ade no ekoha niama yentumi ye den eyi mfiri eka ejuma no ho but say wo ye wadun say oh a close chapter sector edi won say wo ka ho asem musika asem won say wo di tuja nia players enya nia eyimunya no won say wo di tuja one fan tuja de bia no you continue to go down but the president the number one in the country we are answerable to.
True.
Or no already no ama wa yen hihye na to ho. Aka kire Ghana for from parliament say na me pe say we handle that area no. So it made it even easier for me. And ama gradually no Ghana for own pe say omutie omo are ready say to be able to analyze the issues are listening and seeing say well say it say okay this sector of sports and now this team you are spending say most of the line items there into me then avoid it idea of say oh say bibi say see yemfa kwan paso and report na yenye hu adwuma but I know say where why you say oh sesa bibia you will surely face some resistance. Look, because of who we are, it is sometimes we call even in a small media house now I didn't say per se you not have it easy.
Comfortable resisting to
such change. To the change. Change, you just have to know say over time
okay.
And so that is what we have used, that's what we have lived with, but ni pay from time to time obi be feel say oh we are no enye sa no say no also wajumbe say oh no I have to make savings here and do this. Another person say debi tuasika no fa mo hon ye no say eno na ebeboa. So you analyze all those things, strike an average, and then see what can lift or mine any sport and further. Now I so far it's been challenging, but I think that has been good. Na meda omampini as ewo emwa or the boa sa sector no, in many ways. Look, the last time I have cause to say mampini kura more advocacy. They must sports and than even sometimes and I'm so grateful for that. Say ubenya mampini ankasa pushing the sector now. Yes, we may not have as much money as we would maybe wish for, but the endorsement and the regular reminders are every mampini ban. It's enough indication, encouraging to you, encouraging to the Ghanaian populace, encouraging to cooperate Ghana so that almost the then Beijing. And that is what it is. For me, I am really happy about that. So far it's been good.
Okay. And send me about Betoja efa Black Queens or more bonuses on. And then Daily Graphic a day about Black Queens put bonus roll aside ahead of Egypt clash. Now omo can say omo bonus now WAFCON Morocco di omo ekoye $9,500 per person. Embaye emomoko kan minister say na wuku ho ama wo manyi na wo mesike di wanim dia won kan hu se he wo ye de na e so easy be replace you nti wa wo mbo no free honom na ko and be say hey minister na my wo ya de na say de ba ma asam de dia ye ni en se dan ko honom ba gudie ma ba nke black stars de dia nke ne ye dimika omubo wa na nke ye so and be some de be say minister kan sa dia wanya de wo ha say dia ma mimisa
abina
honorable
Black Stars games omo abo make I say yes Makobi me DHU. I've never personally supported any team that I have done to the Black Queens. Yeah. Since I'm a minister, if there is any team me support personally, me yinia buying aye edia mohon, me yinia maybe ministry, any maybe FA and others aye, me personally.
Wow.
Me ankasa me bottom ska more than $10,000. Media
Black Queens.
Black Queens. Abra ye wo Morocco for the women's AFCON.
Nani ebe then na
Me to anamon eko mu training any of mu games. Portia mu captain na no wa che wo team no say since I ono sha say obo Black Queens from the time now oye just a member of the team till say obey captain and all minister what show interest ewo omu team omu training any omu bibia what show that presence like I have done because meaning say yes women's football may not be as of the higher adrenaline level to say men's football now so there is so much in nita ye hwe ni year eho na ochina football no eho na ewo because memma de no ya akakọ say apim emade no still no ewo form enti opportunity wo ho a ye be ye niam bebre.
It doesn't mean say a ministry name show interest and I say everybody show interest in that.
Everybody has shown interest to the level obitimi show. Sometimes one kasa so say woso wo ye bibia ebe say you are determined to do something for Omaina. That one, no doubt about that. Akoye so unfortunate. Say omu ye nya omu eye in terms of deciding say now omu go training until we intervene enra omu go training.
No, but no people can see fire full pan shan ben.
No, that's not the case. You see, ye wo benefits ye de ma players no. Ye wo in categories.
Okay.
Ye wo bibia ye friend no per diem. Enu. Ya friend will say bra. Na bebo ball no. Because of friend ya friend no. Edabia ye de sa sika na ye den. E de ma. Ye ndi obi aka.
Ewo eno ne ho.
Ewo eno no ho.
Okay.
Ena ye wo bibi so a ye friend no bonus. Ejuma obeye ye no. Say sometimes edim fasuobi ebreya ya yen hihye bi ato ho say sam fasuo na eba yenti ye de bibi say edebe maw eno ni bonus no ebi wo ho a for some levels ye wo sports na ye different ebi awo nia ede ba for example say Black Stars kwa akobo bibi omu ye bibi a the level of attraction any nia edebeba no different from say starlets kwa akoye bibi and satellites kwa akoye bibi the same with male and female so there was a certain bonus structure there was bonus in the qualifier say say ye qualify at the tournament and na ye bonus be free out of tournament no so aye den aba woko tournament na we ya dia the expectation is say adia we ye no omo organize tournament no so omo so wo bibia omode ma enti say sa adia no so enya ma ya sometimes you don't get your bonus. For example for Black Stars say omo World Cup qualifiers your mine die enti ya na ye be pay sika e dia amon bonuses abra omo qualifiers no.
Okay.
Omunya qualify wie pe FIFA edisika bi beba even before a tournament no kra ebe
okay
so out of that money na eba no ye yibi edi ye niama bi including the appearance inma yeta edema on from time to time. Black Queens for the year ye call for African competition yi me always say eba kra no enyambaye embaye kobo kra embaye kobo kra embaye
no mo ya we say embaye
well they know we've told them all this kobo kra embaye nanso omaino aspeni omaini sika edi etia huge per diems accommodation healthcare washing of clothes and all the communities I will say endi obia per diem ka per diem ne say omo de ye bibio because we duane we bibia o minor take care of and per diem ne ye just for the invitation bonus na enya ma ye no so ye wo tournament bonus and ye wo qualifying bonus ye ndi obia ka for the qualification processes so as far as bonus ye concerned e kana aba no aba because o say ye husu say o mine no we are under an IMF program. Everywhere things are hard. But aban no born home money to make sure say every area is getting what is due it.
Enti sisi asemitie de wo kan yi na esese ye di sikane bansa na mo matia bonus.
Aban na ye na adwun kra say obetua.
Enti na say ba na aban ne di ahye.
Exactly, ba na ye di ahye, but it goes through processes.
Okay.
Ye di kan aban ye nhihye ma aban release kra for group stage bonus. But bonus no yentia until say ye be wie tournament no na ya ba na ya choro no in checks.
Diama obia.
Diama obia. Ta na ye no. But aban the kind release a bonus component for the group stage. And ye 4,500
per person.
Say omu wini omu matches ni nyina 3 matches no match bia 1,500.
Oh, okay.
Omu wini only 1 match. And now we are entitled to just 1,500. But Osan say, Omusan ko winning omu quarter finals no. Me can say we will treat the qualifying stage as if say omu winning omu matches ni nyina.
That's 4-5 no.
4-5 ni nyina ye de be ma ho. Ye ma ho 1,500. They won only 1 match. Agreement ni say we winning a match we benya bonus for it. Now so omu winning only 1 match. And do one, but aban na dream say because you won your quarterfinals, you know. So group stage no kra no, ye de nyina has be ma. That is honoring you, adding another 3,000 to your money that you are not due.
And no mo tua dada na fe na mo.
Yentua, eno so yentua, ena make say aban release me ba make case assembly so.
Okay.
But estimates are efi edibreye yeso ye hu krata edikoma ban for approval no omuyi a significant expenditure bi every sa estimate no hu enti omukodru Morocco ho approval no ba ye no ansa na omu hu say sa significant expenditure no omuyi free estimate no hu tournament no so koso ya bossa aka no ato ho. And yes, sir, there's no way we had a game against Morocco at the semi-finals. Now what it your mumai Wodeka Adia Omudibeyo. So I gave approval, say Omu go ahead. Now one fan share here say or say Yitiano. After all no bonus no yen Tiano war Morocco ho ye be wie tournament na sa na omonfe no mfa ntietia sa kana omonfa nhye. That was how we spent that group stage bonus. But even in that case no na ehia say ye ba ye no I have done every documentation and submitted to government to justify why we needed extra money and also I go through the approval processes approve it.
They can say they no ma approve it.
Approve it. Say me kasa sem no kire won say look, government have approved. And the payment ni aka no and they say finance be den be hwe so. Na omo release omo authorization to the controller and accountant general. Na controller and accountant general ye den a release scan to the ministry. Na yensu ye tuemu. Enti eno de enye process so long. Enti munsa be ye den beka musika. Munko train. After all, President Mahama Baye no a coach for ya fa won ejuma before onu ba be mampini a binder than a pamu won kra no ye de won ka no wa ba be tua sa aka ni na almost $1 million. Wa ba be clear sa aka no nyina na ewo ho. So say wa ba ama ya clear sa aka ya enyo no na breso na ban breso na e kan ba ye no adentina mo mukobo game ewo na breso no yentua musika emam enti mamu nkoye bibia ebe sai mudin. We had that engagement, we had agreement, at least at the level of our meeting we were satisfied. Because ye kohono na nia FA president any Mr. Stante ma meeting say okay, we should meet the captains as we always do. Say yes successful
Ewo
honoma ansana ye be elevate ade no say ye share team ni nyina. But we were successful. Okay. They agreed so they could go and have engagement with because omuhu nyame ka kire won na abaye den ewu. So we left there, we continued. Even I was the last person say me sorry cry if my kunyanum. Enti that girl I was see a friend saying Abigail and Susu and Bibisa the video be na o dintro bare face lie. Now so we share the name sometimes apa say obehu a lady telling so much lies with confidence.
See and sasam na no can they intro.
To the extent say see the minister stormed out. The minister was the last person to even get up from his seat.
Hey,
Ansa na me meso na ladies no kra omo asoya ma omo asesa nkonya na omote so no na nkonya no park no some smaller room conference room omo asoya de I was still seated. So my chair was not even moved.
But prior to that and one in a share one Abigail na share that.
Baby. Me share I mean for this period, but yeah, Morocco no, or no so buy, and I even granted them interview.
So when free him,
I don't know how you could lie like that and lie with confidence. Say we didn't throw with confidence, sir. Well, such people no. Next time you can't even tell what it is that they will do. Me adie back one. So who can say ma wunim now utubika. Maybe based on here, what here. Now one man crofwe who say, oh, dear, artisan. But what can't say now we send subium would demonstrate as if say, wow, dear no, oh, and now ukra video and now audio evidence be. No. Look, ye pie no. Now you baby, even the captain and the two deputies no crowd. So we're even calling them. No, we say now Omako share some smaller room.
Why is so for almost not faded? No, we
yeah, so Yejina Juana, you will say another Queen's player. No, now we see from Stella Nyamiche. And he Alex cry introducing it. I say, oh no, I have some minister. I know Minister Medimensa share the coma Yenanti even to the reception. Yejina ho ye din komo all true. They'll say FA president, any the other the captain, the two deputies, omuye then omukra befa bibia na yegina ho omuko FA president ni kan chen ewo gate nanu. Enti me ne Stella na yegina ho edi nkomo tell say Stella draw me attention say o court treatment room. Enti time yeah awesome. Enti I greeted her and then she left. Then I continued, and Alex introducing me to the technical team members now. Also, I know all of them because you know then you Morocco. So me chechi one, and I made me go through me car me call. So how can this be a minister stormed out of them and told them in the face say parking co.
Do you think so will be SHA no instigated just to make you unpopular?
Well, say, me you can't make me unpopular.
Okay.
Me like a custard seed that we piano cry ye there. BP.
Wow.
BP. So that one, anyone who has that agenda on free na dream. Because one thing about me, a dear meye ewo kukuemu between me and one person. Ni ameye ewo abontin. Ni ameka between two of us and a dear mitimi aka. So clearly you can't run me down. You can't run me down. And I reason through before we take a decision. I don't just take decisions just out of no. Me yes sir.
Isn't it just a one can baby that say woman pack your money ma.
No, say we person woman pack your money ma. In the first place, you know, I didn't think I me driving. Me too free. Me nkwan no guard. No driver, nothing. I drove myself. To hotel now more. Say, na makwako catch us or parking free honko. Enunti, and I made drive free to go and tell them so parking free honko. Like I'm saying, say, we got the clear understanding. Say, and I told them, I say, me, I'm the minister. Mampini, and I will him to represent him. And Mampini no say Obaha. And me na maba because I am the one responsible for sports. Niedi Kainu was the FA president. And in Omaba, from report, Asemno, Mwamfa Nyejuma. So now it has reached my term, say Meba. I know, Captain, who any deputies, you will have the confidence of team or other team members. The 19 others or the 19 others or 18 others. You have their confidence. So you can go and explain to them and tell them, say, me say Omunsabeka Skano. No, mo per se, me mohon date. I say, you know what? Say, me ka say, be Monday, and I be next week Monday, and I be Wednesday. Maybe na Amba. Now, Okwa say, me your truthful. And me kasa, me share nra, any ochina. I'm assuring you, say, ye bet you amo in a time, and ye bet you amo so mo benya the value of the money, whether in dollar or whatever term. Because I feel there no mu bisa say, habra na sikano say ebano, na dollar ye 12 CD. I feel there
I call 11.
I call 11.
Rate be na mo dey payment na.
Well, from the law you pay a current rate.
Okay.
Because the only reason here ye kuti sa sikano in dollars so that ye insisi bia
kame ba be bisa say
so that because easier because who kuti in CD now like the way the CD is appreciating nanka yakwa kuti say oh ye be ma o maybe abra na 17 CD na yakwa kuti na in CD na ba benya ahode a then you would have been cheating us by so much. Okay. So we use a certain international currency.
Okay.
But when you say in that international currency, we only pay you the CD
equivalent.
Because the movement of the strength of the CD, any nyama affected the inflationary rate, any nyama bo.
Okay.
Because fuel have come down. Certain goods and services also then above. So you are also benefiting from the strength of the CD in many other ways. So I know they may catch them say, they can always take their tickets to their banks and prove say they are traveling out and they have a certain minimum amount of USD or bank then and they will get it at the bank rate, the prevailing bank rate. So Ubia and then Lucy but they will be paid.
Okay.
And we got that agreement and we left. So Omuko share the general team no and I but at least at the end of the day enra Omuko training.
Okay.
So meaning say whatever it was, it worked. Other later say Andre the day I use so anyone kokasai. And I believe say the type of engagement on also on 1 year would have impacted and also then Ebuai. So we are happy for the atmosphere. And then the first leg, we scored 3 goals. Egypt into me then and respond the anti Kabia. We hope say Eneso, despite all these situations now, on one training for even 2 days any negativity abre will still go in there with the maximum support and also bebo no year almost besa then good goals to qualify because at the end of the day that's your career also. Like I told them, sometimes who group no more once you think group you must also think about your section. Normally BBC players and then the coach mostly gets singled out and mentioned for whatever good or bad that happens. And the one sheni na wo kotie obi onye player and now onye leader of the team. Na mo koye bibia forever your name will be mentioned for the wrong reason. And the man mo nko koye bibi because on mine no de o ka ba o me so mine no betua. but who call ye BBC here now a call into the records ye tia we as ade no empepa free holder
say the bonena da holder na honorable ye can emei DCC sorry emema no so unim say similar incident is 2014
yeah, exactly
and this yin so mo baba beko nti mo put measures be in place a bet me a kebia and also escalating konkodu say
there are a lot of reforms Yuguswa
okay
and there will be more moving forward because the matic a small committee be are yet to be inaugurated me pese omo chinkrofo adwen na omo fa recommendation embre me na me hu say nia me dwen no any nia omo betie from various people any groupings you know sanetia in terms of how also enumerate athletes any officials in such a way say yembo o man ka beyond nia o man betumi aye den abo ana o man betumi esua and yemma athletes no so embre na onya nia o say onya out of nebrea obrey. So we want to do something honorable for all sports, not just football.
Okay.
So that nya yenya any nya ye spend no ebeye at least enye pepe kra the en ma will be nye to beta. And I will look at the best practices internationally. E dey na ekoso o my mind bebre. What is the structure of per diem payment, bonus payment? E dey no moye. Is it the way we do it? Then we look at it and improve. So that we put systems in place. Who are we ready say these are the conditions. And right from the word go no win ubeba na waba. Maswa na yehu. Because you say na ye jaya de no sa nipa no be wure mu wi a ye do stage bi a fe de one yes say a me yen say na the problem eba. So we will make sure things are clearly stated. Eno de ambiguous bia. So I am going to have engagement with the especially the FA in our case Ghana Football Association for Omuna yede national teams na share omunsa say omunhwe so. I'm going to have clear engagement with them. Say this is the position of government as far as A, B, C, D are concerned. Enti mu coach mo befa ana mo afa no mo kan kire no or inviting the players so a mo ma obi ehun say these are the conditions. We are ready and willing na bra. When you're ready so for this condition then maybe because any on mine
okay I think says I'm making name so clear say obi abo better no we yan say we say e ba no a payment structure of all national teams na mo baba be review does it mean say we buy no irregularities being tina ema sa review e be koso na
well not necessarily say irregularities but bibia woye na woye no up till a certain point ehia say review be then bebam only even where you are even seeing success kwa no ubetumi a review am when you even more success.
Okay,
so looking at reviewing enye because you for example Argentina, like what happened, well, it used to happen before. So, you need proper system of payment, and that is share cash. And you say you physical cash. Even per diem, you're the better players, you know, on more account.
Okay.
And here say, I feel no be grab bag. Say, be $100,000. Say, yeah, call. Competition be I know you per diem because you your tabletop and your mbeba no now I can okay oh dear $200 oh dear $150 oh sign every day bia and maybe after a number of days you know then ya carbon okay we dear no because 5 days na we be di and 7 days na we be di enti we dear no 1,150 now no we should improve. it should be possible say in the smart world no ye benya even cards ye this can no beto so na ye di ama ho and these are some of the things I agree with here e part of the conditions.
Okay.
And wo baba be ye bibi ama man na wonim say look wo pay DM no ye the beto card so e di ama ho ye mfa physical cash bia emfa ama ho. Maybe these are the conditions in the usage of the card. A, B, C, D. Maybe a bit me aye juma e wo ha, a bit me aye juma e wo ha, entumi nye juma e wo ha. Now we hu because service provider no ono so make country na ye hu so that also the card na manipa na onim say okay card here ye dey ma no e be ye juma wo Europe. E be ye juma wo America. Enye juma wo maybe Africa, enye juma e wo Asia. And so on and so forth. And I be juma wo bebia. Ye di say to so amount for the start and at every stage you know ye be ma on bank no alload sika egusu depending on what it is that you have read. At least ye kono maybe say a tournament a group stage you know ye nim the number of days ye be di kan alload e no e wo so. Wo group stage na o ko winima na ye calculate na ye de ni aka no so to so nobody will have to be carrying cash around and or you better say sika na yira na me free fee no na $300,000 me got na airport no bag na me kura no eno na me fa na so afi de me kodru mi hotel me bie so no na sika na me hu sa in this modern time no we shouldn't be going through all these processes.
It is actually when you na be take effect say mo ko World Cup na appearance fee ni nyina eka ho bia na.
I'd wanted minim payments are ye meeting hey be yentina one review. I don't know about whether government position will be say yitia appearance fees are na yitia appearance fees are na yitia this or yitia that. It will be a decision na ye nyina collectively no ye be at this moment no ye minim.
No,
because you take any decision.
Why na say koye last minute na fi players na from be drag you fit say.
Well, I can assure you say enye last minute.
Say no na 2014
no, enye last minute. That one I can assure you say enye last minute.
Okay.
Because there are processes in place.
Okay.
And no na make I say ya take be son ku bia omo year recommendations for us. They have before end of November to submit omo report. And your report in Yabape, the next is implementation.
Okay. People can say Ghana qualify for World Cup. But oman for binus when coach no performance until the can say, oh, coach Otuado, mom pamano na mokofa from ra. Who take wo NSA?
Well, Abna, fortunately and unfortunately, no, me na me sector minister. So me koka BBC here. Na kwa to say that becomes the position that may be canvassed and pushed. So I'm still meeting. Currently,
but what to be?
Currently, Oman Ghana senior national team Black Star your coach. All the technical department is filled. And then coach no contract. So if the contract is up for review, all the stakeholders na yebishia aye ho review. But nia go for Canada yate.
What?
Ebi wo ho a out of emotions.
No modeka.
Ebi wo ho so a out of data bi eno modeka. Ebi wo ho so a out of knowledge of certain things eno modeka. So ni nyina no yebeti yebeye hu analysis and will surely arrive at a decision na ebema oman no yakoyenim enye nia ebetwi yakoyichi
me ti asema wo kasisi honorable time I qualify you know ebi de beto oh minister crack on simple coach no onye good nti ye nyine emfree hodom ene ye de ye tete na wo asesi ya osesa wo ka bibia ebekwa akoye say ye stanza mu taking any decision no mu take e say oh no push
the minister has been very very clear say I am not we have won, we have qualified. We've won a number of our games. I'm happy for that. But it doesn't mean say make us say everything is excellent.
Excellent. Okay.
Me a teacher. Between marke abofrabia obenya 80/100 make us say room for improvement.
When you're 80 over 100.
80 over 100. Not me I say because nipa no the capacity. Any situation now you don't too so say that nka obetumi akwa even up to 90.
Okay.
Obisu in that same arena no benya be maybe 70 over 100 make I say excellent. Because onoso na minim the capacity before any near environment nipa no edi ye ejuma. So 70 na nipa no nya aye no it means say nipa na put a lot of effort to reach that point. This one had 80. I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied.
Okay.
This one has 17, and I would say excellent. Because I know a lot of. So I know. And we all review game after game. Even the coach himself will tell you, say, oh, this game, I saw these laps. Maybe a better way to improve in the next game. So that's okay.
And you're more qualified, but you're not satisfied. And yes,
I am happy we have qualified. But that does not mean say everything was cool. I expect the coach to do a lot more.
Okay.
Because yeah, they call World Cup. You see, qualifiers, we born within a group and within a zone. They say Africa, right? Or match each other into groups. And to me, you're lucky. Now we could group more. Maybe with style of play. Any omudieno Emma we have superior advantage over them. But we call World Cup you quite mix with the Asians, with the Europeans, with the South Americans, North Americans, and what have you. You can mix munina ama and then who go against maybe an Asian country. Wachina who go against an European country. Another time we could ball maybe against South American and North American country. Almost style maybe different. So a hono reading of the game must be different. So you know you room for especially some department of the technical area to say video analyst. An area I will say yes mudin.
Okay.
I don't think that we should go to World Cup with 2 video analysts. If I have my own way, the minimum I will say the corner should be 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to know all the technicalities now.
To me analyze it player by player, the style of play, team. Share videos, no more analyze it team almost style.
Before
no more your note, coach, so that the coach will model the training.
Okay.
To me analyze the individual player. So no more catch the coach, The senti coach for responsibility say this player you must always be on him. When we say ujina say be around because the movement in sana eti. Enti onu jina ho na another player the far left over ni chia. Mun check sa player no so because the player may move over speed. Enti obe move very fast. And to me, you say, maybe move a small space ahead of him small, so that we may have advantage over him.
Okay.
Video analysts do all the analysis, including one Kasasu videos, to show say, game here, boy, this and this is what you did, and or say you improve it. So they do a lot. Omuka, the coach, the performance. So if you don't strengthen that area, no, so it may impact on the performance of the coach. Okay,
now talking about a video analyst, do we have competent and enough video analysts?
Well, I think Pekwe and then his colleague are doing quite a fantastic job now. But we need to improve so that you be more to me analyze it even more.
Okay.
This year, World Cup, many teams have so far qualified. We should begin to analyze as many great footballing countries on videos as possible. Then ye ballot in on the 5th of December. Ye na ye group a ye one. Na ye detailed analysis of an opponent in the group. Then we can pick on also individual strong players our team. Especially strikers.
Okay.
Because they will do the goal scoring. So you need to analyze them properly and see how dangerous they are and their movement. Almost set pieces. You have to analyze almost set pieces so that omunya any foul be within a certain range or say musumu join how to be able to counter, because this is how they do their set pieces.
Okay.
So ningi na eka football and of course your mompaye so infantile team nechi say yen na yakuma etechia papa betumi aye then epiaba, and that is what I really would wish for.
Okay, on we to just say teams and all in local, clubs and all what about 1 million Ghana cedis be among maybe say AGFA maybe so no a buying we minister idea if we mo and a call mo
a part of Inshishia when you say football is not run only by government and not even by government.
Okay.
Government beyen shishia ebeboa the growth of that sector. And timi beye minister na me say yen local na akofom. The FA is struggling to even get sponsorship. Now live broadcast of games na enkoso. So Mishia, my colleague former ministers, Mama Yariga, Rashid Pelpo, Nilam Tevandapoy, and a few others are in common, and I indicated, say, I want to pursue a journey of bringing on board DSTV.
Okay.
And the Mekas and we analyzed it and thought that doable. Okay. So the majority leader echo announced our parliament say Ghana's league, you the call DSTV platform. So a whole and uncomodino and I started meeting a number of groups who say the pricing now from DSTV too much of a burden, even though it creates a bigger platform. But even with quality production support, a local entity pushes. So we looked at the options that came around. Then Adisa production for EDBB buyer na air good. So we looked at it, invited the FA on board because them American we do everything. Initially there were some challenges because now I'm also going to some arrangement with some other companies. We don't know how that was going to work out, but finally we agreed. We had series of meetings facilitated by myself and my colleague, the majority leader. We got chief of staff because cabinet.
Okay.
So say even sports fund to support sports development generally. But whilst we wait to put the fund in place, the corporate should come on board to support. Indeed, CAF president ba Ghana yeko share mampini ewo ni fie no ade ba ko an woka no say corporates, especially the public ones, to say GMPC, BOST, MP and any omokeka ho, they must push support to sports.
Okay. And
your continuous stay in office, will be justified by how well you support the sports. And I'm peninsula upper sports because only what sports can do.
Okay.
That is why all can say may be my buying size so any ministries you still saw him say he separated youth from sports. Once combining other ministries, or chair this one into two. Because only the importance of youth development and only the importance of sports and recreation.
Okay.
So a honor also say, now then na mampeni, ulti ministries so from 30 to 23. Now we will separate it because he knows what can be done.
Okay.
With sports.
So
in free and budget. Direct budget allocation. Indeed. But you are facilitating AMA. We've created a company out of that process, Adisa Production, GFA, to run the system. So this company, Yamahona Quenya, say go look for money and give to the clubs.
It's in a way sponsorship and
so sponsorship and for Edebeba. Sponsorship, enya my the way I expecting you guswa yeni sponsors shisha. Ya one meeting ewo Kempiski. And yebe another one so very soon. A lot of commitments have been made. Amazing. So government is leading the charge to mobilize sponsorship that will go into a fund.
The government am seed money in fund
in this budget ebeba CCR for the 2026 government will give some money to that project.
It says it cannot match and only free him.
And I make say that company we created yemahu akwenya say
mobilize sika.
Bosia ka ho mobilization ka ho ni nyina ka ho na yemfa ma
dey say no bosia ni free
no baby ambo bosia ni free na company na ayeti ye no adwuma menye board member. But okay. There's a company omudi sa adwuma no so ma memfa wakwenya yi minim say e ko very far pa that means corporate Ghana both public and private say sports speaks to the heart. And it unites. It is for development and also a source of development. And the among supported sports they haven't invested wrongly.
Okay.
So among supported this league, this Premier League year, Ejuma Yedi, because it will strengthen the league, it will keep quality, and you bet me keep players ewo many kakra. So that even the cost of running national team as we speak now, we only sometimes have about 3 or 4 local players in our team. All the rest, you know, they don't free abroaching. And every time you have to fly them. Can you imagine say Bibri now or Ghana Hana say Kobo game or Accra? They only bus from this year or back camp.
Okay, it's now no company ne o say Adisa. Any what's over any GFA?
No, me say Adisa Production Limited. Any GFA together and the Makabum have formed the company.
The same. And
Ghana Premier League Foundation.
Okay.
GPLF.
Oh, Ghana Premier League Foundation. Until now, no so obi pese obe disikano ebe shemua. Omo sa board of directors no ba bisi omo so na ko hu GFA president a obeje
dia shemu. Ohu me kra me director.
Obe director e dey.
Oba ministry ho a ye be director no. Oko FA ye be director no.
Okay, I see.
But I'll provide the details of the other contacts before the end of the program.
Okay. No no me colleagues ni bitina ha se ya na ye ka. Make I bongo na wo the view say banu players na wo mo mabo a qualify CC a wo ko World Cup no ye be kwa kofa wo mo amano ne bi esan say beginning no ne free bi ne bi mo drag wo fit o ma but CC a no mo qualify ne dey so mo show interest a mo pese mo banti e na e be drop wo mo breye no e na me na mi nua ba oba me fi a kire ne enso so ye se debida di obre e na wodie enti se mu timi ka se mu am ball qualifier no ye drop mu akwakwofo obi a wan mere so onu mo nkonkonje glory e wo World Cup dia na mo anya de enye bia minim se ede na watete bi ebinom cheche o madwene wa be fontentan so bebre wo behwe se ye be drop wo mo bre ye ball qualifier se kofa wo mo ama no ne mra.
Well, I wish say me na me ye coach ni a coach no e de beba no e na ye de be ye djuma
no na woni say wo
say as what say as obi a onim awa ye training goalkeeper na ye goalkeeper na
obi a wo na wo share the affairs ni nyina so bibi ni ye de beba be to wenim.
One thing, football eno an say wo form ye mompaye say players are ye the one ball qualifiers no they will continue to be informed. I say obi anya obi ampra.
Okay.
Say obepra either ne tendon mana ni bibia nti ahonde a ewo ne nan mu no en sheda eni ho sa bium because say nipa no nya fita untumi mfa nipa no enko because obo qualifiers say nipa no ne form waba form afedie untumi ye nia na oye abra wode no ko wode no bo qualifiers na ni nyina so the coach would have to what make a recommendation. So yeah kasa from our hearts, from our emotions and also yeah mompaye emasa players he say mo bia anye den impra mo bia so ne career no enye den enko nenim
nti nema wa list memo bi empra obi anya form na ne career enko enim
na ne career enko so mu ginamu na say they are still the best. Why should you go for any other person?
Okay,
I don't think I say okofo obi. But every Ghanaian has a chance to play in a Ghana's national team at any stage and at any time.
Even when you needed a person or chance.
I am not a coach. Me konkofre obi a nipa no. And a coach so make kan kire me say. Coach so make kan kire me say my friend ni pay and a nipa no say.
Wama.
Memma. Enti wo so kona koye say obenya nipa na wonya nipa no. So me ntumi metena ha emfa obi na sema ono aka emfa nya asem. Because the coach, since I became minister, has not told me, say, I tried this player, and the player said no.
Okay.
The FA president has not told me, say, I called this player, or the coach called this player, Wamba, or Bekachreme, me try here, Nipano say, Memma. Say, since they haven't told me, me are making kind of social media, and me the Juma, not my year bonnie. Because just yesterday, Abigail Susu and no media so all can say the minister stormed and told the Black Queen so. Ebi no di ejuma. Me share on comments na like say they didn't even wait to even check to cross check to listen. Now omo de nama omo de ye enti say me so me betena ha na me busy on nyankrofo aka say ya frey you say omma ya ye say nipa no say omma na me de ka asema I'm the minister. And to make us say yeah then nimuti. So I won't shut the door on anybody.
Okay.
It is the coach that will recommend based on the formation of say obo any the quality of say odeko. I don't want to interfere in that.
Okay.
But as nia ehia me titru kese and say discipline in the team.
Okay.
And no we all must contribute to it. To have discipline in the team. So as minister, I am interested in discipline in the team. As coach, Ministerial also pay a disciplined team. As FA leadership, also pay a disciplined team to manage. So as minister, let me be careful about my comments on Inyama also me train for the technical people to make a recommendation before I had be juma. Maybe your recommendation ekoye near one pair. Then we now as heads, policy heads, or say ye share kwanya ye befa so manage. Ama abina na one person sa die na ebe koso no. Ye hu say or say sa die yi koso. Enti ekwan ben na ye befa so ama abina so aye den enyanti ase. Say or say ye ade no say so that ibetumi aye den akoyenim. That becomes our responsibility. But say I'm already stating a certain position, taking a certain line. That's a china. Ekobano say maybe niya meka ye ena abemwa na niya woka ye ambemwa. Me ba wenim say me be kasa untie mi. Ubeka say me koye niya mepe enti kona koye wade. Ana se niya meka ye ambemo so na the opposite na eba ya nkofo beka say o nipa no kra onim ne juma oye okasa rough.
Okay.
I don't want to fall into that situation.
Okay, honorable. And then see sports and recreation. Sports in the evening. Now recreation, what I remember.
Well, recreation say you was sports be while you practice sports now for the competitiveness of it and now elite situation of it like. For football, say like the way near Black Queens for AAE, we say competition. I can't see partner course compete seriously. But recreation no idea more of agro any like ye di agro. More of the competition.
Okay.
Adia ye say ye benya ni gie wo mo encheda nye say o say ye coachingina ye be ye bibia obi aye in the competition world say me no say me din kunim Yes, it generates a certain level of recreation. Can generate some rivalry. It can generate some competition. It can generate some laugh. But at the end of the day, and to say,
no, mild.
Mild.
Okay.
And to say, Kotokoni has a kwakobo, Obia, and House of Lions has a kwakobo, and Howe United in Pando House of Lions, a kwakobo, no, and Indian to say, and also. Me aye for say ya pomuden hu be a bit more better. Nancy I will share in your rear non communicable nipa fa hu ewu no adoso dodo. In Ghana here is over 40%. And I will bet you even young people cry then heart attack, diabetes. Sanya mania me ya nanka yenta yentino fedi ababe so komo. Ebisu if you do ania and see or say a bit more active.
Okay.
So or your ministry no a creative platform ebema nipa aye active.
Ebet me abasebia you know club name fan
clubs walks general who creative platform nkofo bi wo ho one creative platform on their own omo nya in physical exercise that nipa no sorry fifia or dware wo air condition bathroom upia the dressing room air condition baby aba be take breakfast air condition na wa kotina na car no air condition obedu in office air condition upon no san go back to that same Sunday three life no active life situation na nipa no nam ho a obeti no na you say oh na ye nene na ye nam how so we want to do this to improve also on yen health being wellness.
Okay.
Anything here recreation and wellness. No. So maybe a fashion bi so a ye de and also aka so that it adds to the value of togetherness.
Okay. Now a big so say it's a sports side no. Akoye football ne boxing no. Ese we hono ne de sheda nye active sama even boxers yi bi kwa no mo hwehwe mo nkwa. Ebi na wo kan ye well-being no. Yare what be one a higher point. Just in no serious. Even the boxers and social.
Well, you are right. Say Oveka say yes, sports no kwako yet to say as if say just football, because that is what gets discussed most of the time. We can't take that away.
But say boxing no more attractive. Tin am I discuss football?
Well, it is say politics. Oba Ghana ha NDC and MPP Nkwana will discuss it. And don't say there are not many other parties. Because we are just saying if you discuss the other parties now nipa hino mubiti omo a opese omutie no omo in NDC and in MPP. So they are the ones who sometimes initiate will be able to push a certain agenda and traction. So they will get the biggest platform. And don't say the other parties are not important or say on platform. The same thing with sports. Football will remain the top sport because of more packaging ye.
Okay.
Or more packaging in such a way say even Amaya in the past, or mun shut down football as something or main sport, in omaji football at home. Uko US we say omaji football at home because that has become the sport that has been pushed to that very higher level. So you will continue to get that. But that doesn't mean say the other sports, the athletics, the hockeys, the boxing. Enyadi I say yedi eni ekoso because abofra bia want the talent. And as policy makers, we say you create this opportunity for everybody. And unti Uba ministry says here, adie ba kwa medi meni esi super na say ye be multi-purpose complexes ubenya basketball pitch or volleyball handball tennis ni nyina ewo within and just a matter of marking.
Okay.
The same pitch one ubetumi mark it for volleyball, basketball, handball and so on and so forth.
Okay.
And you per se ye lead this process so that young people no omubenya akwenya. We're not going to be investing in stadium, but we invest in good pitches also. Because uko villager, microphone to me jinaho, game even gravel pitch and they say what me here pitch ni ye kra ma hona even without seat kra na omo ball no omunya good pitch ball mo baller so that everywhere they go they will have the same pitch in ebeboa sports development.
I see.
So enoni yen focus but yanyamboa all this cannot be done by government abankwa. We need corporate support.
Okay.
Both private and public.
Okay. Honorable.
Yeah, sports fund so amunye na amun support na yenya sky wo na yen fan support both the athlete development and infrastructure development.
Okay, mi jawa mawako ba sama me de e chatwo. Menim se o manfo dodo na ye krado a mo hwe ni mo se Mexico, Canada and USA. More measures be put in place to support and facilitate or more visas and someone. And honorable Samuel Uku, I can say, as a some more party supporters, you know, the opportunity now to do na modi or more cocoa share work up. And yes,
why will
more a lot of the service.
My Sakasa ne Kasa no hunti.
A hunti.
Debbie.
As a more kind.
We don't expect yem minds are. And the whole idea and say or Kabibi Eddie Gu. Team, especially the NDC supporters say abane ye na adwin say maybe or ye bibia boa or mining na party for na fa ho ebufu. Look, it's not possible say maybe we call World Cup kra utumi di nipa even maybe more than 1,000 and 2,000 beko even in a situation ya ye face challenges near Trump you don't expect to be able to bet ya ye nhihye Asha Seama, you share the representative of the Canadian embassy, any America, Mexico, Ewoha. You know, Asha say, Edin Komo, you say, you nipa dodoa, omu expect say, free, but me free Ghana ako for the World Cup. Now, yes, so, she share, are creating, are approving maybe some service providers. And think California careful. You qualified there. We shall say, "Oh, Gigi Sika free nipa was say, oh, me the Mubeko World Cup. Me na me sports minister ni Ada na ni say, oh, say yemfa ni pay say mbra. Men tuya sika mubia for anything. Men tuya sika ma. Say yes certifying California omo beboa arenda those services na ye de betujwa.
Okay.
Mo betu no UTV ha. And they say mo anti wo UTV a eno kire say enye no kore.
Okay.
Obi ko ye ni Facebook post e wo baby na o use maybe minister foreign affairs in the picture and our minister of sports and our GFA president in the picture now wa chiro ni din as if say ono na omu tua sika ni we afi de na omu akọhwehwe wo number omu frɛ wo say me tua sika na ma abra na wo kotua no so wan frɛ ni pam
to be saying
so omunti announcement no from UTV omu hu say enye no kore men konko hwe bibi e wo bi ni Facebook Messenger na wa chat o pese wo ko America na okay minister ni aid enti fasika say bra wo name protocol officer enkoka as if no wo be yesa no men frame later me complain say we tua bibi
okay
am obi.
Okay.
So, but ye be ye ni aye betumi.
Okay.
Ama ya boa Ghana for. Na mo akọ sa games no.
Na more in mind the number of people are more expected so mbekwa.
Well, first and foremost no say ye hu omudodo a on pese ombema akwenya say ombeko because every country control the numbers on pese omura omumem. So they would have to give to all the qualifying countries plus the other on pese omuba. Ye hu enu wi then we can sit down and do the analysis. Now the mix of corporates we or may imagine say they want to sponsor. And you maybe a person you sponsor nipa 200. Ministry no monhwe na monye hu bibi na yenya sa nipa 200 no. Maybe some youth, some farmers baby, some this category of persons musu munye nipa enfambra. We are still receiving all those indications.
And our cases, no political.
Oh no. Why should they be political? Okay. Supporters are PA stadium support team no to play no. Nobody came there in party colors.
Okay.
You appear as citizens of this. Samia Ukuna okodwen sa ama oka 2018 say omo the MPP for nkwa no omo de be call Russia wo huni anyame yeye yetumi an qualify for that World Cup since I share say from 2000 anyame na yeye because we dream boni a Yakupon ma ensi at that level since 2006 I share say ye call World Cup it was only 2018 na yentumi anko because sa sema odina no ko kaye no na ye numie na ye boni enti Yakupon pese ebesi we couldn't qualify for the World Cup but subsequently obi an kasa no we will say 2022 ye call ye
okay.
So sa adia o kanu eyeboni ogusu kasa e be affect ni political party forever. I mean timo unja sa kasa.
Internet say once adi bi ho no say ye be ye ne sa but men for anu kama ne mba abontene.
Ben ye kura.
Okay.
Adia won ye no ben fa wa anu.
Okay. Honorable Yebedasena. Ministerial. I was
a long time firm about me introducing or better how hunu.
Okay, we say for Honorable Kofi Idi Adams, a Minister for Sports and Recreation, Saso and MP for Buim constituency na ne yene na twetwe nkomo minim se won semwa na ehye wutima na se wo wano opese obi se Honorable yini nyina ano dia maguso ahye Adekye Nsroma yeden hutie we ba busuafo anasa bedwafo ebetena se ye me edi Ghana ho nkomo ko bebia ye beba sisia.